Welcome to Independence Stadium here in Lusaka, of course, which is the venue for this crunch and last match encounter for the season involving ZISD, Zambian Institute for Sustainable Development, up against BUSA, Bauleni United Sports Academy Queens, of course. And we are expecting a lot from this particular second half. And well, as things stand, it is ZISD, the girls in green, 1. BUSA Queens, the girls in white, 1. So scores being shared. Yokwase Piri scored first for BUSA before Elizabeth Mwali equalized to level the scores to make it 1-1. So second half coming up shortly. Thank you so much once again for joining this broadcast. I'm Moses Pedro Mwanza, the community football reporter. I'll run you through the match proceedings from this venue. So ZISD, like earlier mentioned, are in green. BUSA Queens are in white. BUSA attacking from left to right. ZISD attacking from right to left. So we're expecting a change here, courtesy of ZISD, of course, as a result of an illness. So Dina Rose Banda, a player who scored 2 goals when these two teams met, will need to be substituted, and that place taken up by Helen Piri. So Dina Rose Banda, she's not feeling too well, and she has been replaced by Helen Piri. So that's the first change we're witnessing in this particular match, as our referee Mata Mwawafu about to get us underway here. She's being assisted by Lillian Shawa and Edina Tembo, not forgetting our 4th official, Regina Mlenga. And here we go, BUSA will take us through in the second stanza. So that is BUSA with the goal scorer Yokwase Piri. So throwing it is in favor of BUSA. ZISD, of course, have maintained the same lineup that played with Red Arrows. The only change is Lungo Namasiku, who is out injured, and she has been replaced by Chokozili Daka. So we have Dina Rose Banda in goal for ZISD, Paxina Chirwa on the right back, whereas Jacqueline Chomba is on the left back position. The Benz, Agnes Tumbare, is partnering Miriam Wape at the heart of defense. Tamara Mtonga is anchoring the midfield, and she's being helped by the likes of Suzanne Evelyn Katongo, who is in the attacking role, not forgetting Esther Simpamba Soweto. Ellen Piri, who replaced Dina Rose Banda, is up front alongside Tokozile Daka, whereas Elizabeth Mwali is on the left flank position. ZISD, of course, under the auspices of coach Mike Mfishi, being assisted by coach Zilole Daka. So BUSA Queens lineup has got Margaret Piri in goal, Yokwase Piri on the right back position, whereas Elina Nyerenda is on the left back position. Esther Gelo Banda is partnering Martha Katila Banda at the heart of defense for BUSA, whereas Grace Piri, the amazing Grace, is anchoring the midfield alongside Moncam Tis, actually. Kisilile Lungu is operating from the right wing. Maweta Chilenga is in the attacking role in the middle of the park, not forgetting Elizabeth Lubasha and Salome Piri to complete the lineup for BUSA, who are being tutored by coach KK Kalubakangwa. So still 1-1 here. We are in the second half. It's a match week 18, DJ in the first Women's National League, of course. And we're expecting a lot from both teams, especially ZISD. They know what is at stake. Nothing other than victory will be enough for ZISD to secure them a place in the playoffs. In the meantime, 2 players had collided with each other, and we can see there Esnat Nakanyika, the team physio for ZISD, being accompanied by Mr. Morris Mchelenganga, who is the team doctor for BUSA, to attend to the 2 injured players from either side. Otherwise, it's still new here, state of affairs. Like 4 minutes are played in the second half here. So BUSA will want to spoil ZISD's party, but ZISD have a lot of work to do to ensure that to ensure that at least they make it to the playoff set for Wednesday. So that was Tamara Mtong alongside Elizabeth Lubasha, who were involved in a collision. But the good news is that both players are ready to resume with play. So free kick it is to ZISD to be taken by the Baines Engines Tumbari, one of the 3 Zimbabwean international players on the books of ZISD. Goal kick in favor of ZISD here, in favor of BUSA actually. That is Margaret Peary, who is a goalkeeper, recently on the books of one boss lady, of course. Starts play from the back with Esther Gelo Banda, but there was a misplaced pass from Gelo. So scores update once again here. It is ZISD, the girls in green 1, BUSA, the girls in white 1. Spores being shared. Helen with a cross. That was Elizabeth Mwale, but there was need for her to judge the ball first. Super Salome, twist and turns by Salome. That pass cleared away by the Baines. Throw-in it is in favor of BUSA, who don't have much to lose in this game, but they just want to spoil the party for ZISD. On the other hand, ZISD would want to ensure that they manage to win this match to subdue Red Arrows, who are second in Zone B. 5 points behind Yasa, who earlier on played to a goalless draw against Lusaka Dynamos. So that's a free throw-in headed away by Jacqueline. Back to York Spiri. To Maweta. Good turn by Maweta. Wow, what a pass. Wow. Offside. It was a tight call though, but first assistant Lillian Shower. So other way around. So offside call against BUSA, but it was great interchange of play by the people's team, who are up against Team Kwapu, ZISD. So Jacqueline Chomba with a free kick for ZISD. Launches the ball up front. That is Helen Peary. Plays the ball back to Paxina Peary. So the two Pearys, Chilwa actually, Paxina Chilwa. It is Monica Mtisa now. Monica. But that is Esther Simpamba, Soweto. Free kick has been awarded in favor of ZISD. So 6 minutes gone. It is ZISD 1, BUSA Queens 1. So remember, it is the last game of the season. This transitional league is coming to an end this weekend. Only one game will be on tomorrow. The rest of the games are on today. Wow. That was a great lobbing ball from TK, Tokozile Daka. But Margaret was equal to the task. In the meantime, that is Evelyn. Handball, but the referee plays on. But Coach Zilo, alongside Coach Mufishi, not happy with that decision. Precious Chido Zingirayo easily collects the goal minder for ZISD, the Kuchalo girls. That is TK. The referee not interested in that push. It is Grace Peary to Tisilile Lungu. It is still TC. Wow, that pass was to whom it may concern from TC. Chido will collect. So still 1-1 here. ZISD 1, BUSA Queens 1. We are in the second half. Grace. Evelyn Katongo. She scored the scorching goal against Red Arrows, on Thursday. On Wednesday, actually. That is Esther Simpamba handball against Soweto. Otherwise, it's an interesting game to watch, to look out for. So free kick to BUSA to be taken by Esther Banda. Short play to another Banda in Martha Katila. Headed away by Jacqueline Chomba. Throwing in favor of BUSA to be taken by the goal scorer, Yokwase Piri. Finds Monica, the dream chaser Mtisa, but the ball went out of play. Throwing it is to ZISD. Quickly taken by Jacqueline, looking for TK. But Martha is there to clear the line for BUSA. Tamara. Grace. That is Maweta. Still Maweta. Good blockade by Eva. Another throw-in to BUSA. So it's a cagey affair. An entertaining game. A game to watch here in Lusaka. Actually, it's the only game this afternoon in terms of women's football here in Lusaka. Good work by the Benz. Simpamba. The referee getting involved in the thick of things, eh? So drop ball in favor of ZISD. The Benz. Engines to Simpamba. Soweto, who finds Tamara. The switch wasn't so impressive from Tamara Mtonga, a product of Misisi Queens, of course, right here in Lusaka. Monica. Maweta. Finds TC. Good one too, but TC's ball wasn't so impressive. Elena Nyerenda. Back to Maweta, who finds Grace. From Grace, she was looking for Salome, but Jacqueline was there to intercept. Soweto, Esther Simpamba now. With a switch to Elizabeth Mwali. But that pass from Eliza. Oh. Elizabeth Mwali, of course, a product of Livuyu United in Livingstone. Played for Livingstone Youth Football Academy. In Denny Roses, and now on the books of ZISD. She has been impressive this season, you know. She's scoring goals for this ZISD side. And she's the goal scorer in this match. That is Miriam Mwape to Jacqueline, who finds Eva. Still Evelyn. There was a push, mark from behind. It's a bookable offense. So, a yellow card on its way as Yokwase Piri, the goal scorer for BUSA, about to be shown a yellow card. So that's a confirmation of the card from our referee Mata Mwavafu, as Yokwase Piri has been booked after that infringement on Evelyn Susan Katongo. So play on hold as Esnat Nakanyika, the team physio, attending to the injured Evelyn Katongo for ZISD. Otherwise, it's a game to watch, a game to look out for. ZISD can't afford to drop points, knowing very well what is at stake, which is a playoff sport. If ZISD win this game, they'll face Green Buffaloes. But if they draw, if they stumble, then it will mean Red Arrows will face Green Buffaloes in the playoffs. So, free kick here to be taken by Engines Tumbari. Short play to Tamara. It is Eva. Good pass. Offside, though it was a tight call, but offside against Helen Piri. So free kick, it is in favor of BUSA to be taken by Yokwase Piri. Only as far as Eva, who finds Ellen. From Ellen to TK, but Grace is there to do the donkey work for BUSA. Still the amazing Grace. The splitting ball was blocked by Miriam Mwape. Yokwase. Still Yokwase. Good turn by Yokwase. Wow. Maweta. So the reverse fixture between these two teams, which was a week 9 game, ended 3-3 at Margaret Monakatwe Bauleni Stadium. ZISD were leading 3-0 in the first half. Dina Rose Banda scored 2 goals alongside Elizabeth Mwali. But in the second half, ZISD were panicking and they allowed BUSA to come back into the game with 3 goals to make it 3-3. Salome Piri scored 2 goals alongside Maweta Glory Chilenga. So, throw-in hit is in favor of BUSA. Yet again, Yokwase Piri to take charge. In the meantime, 3 players from BUSA are warming up. Salome. Good play by Salo, but Jacqueline is there to do a good job for ZISD. There was a mark from behind, but the referee not interested. Maweta. to TC. Good blockade by Jacqueline. Wow. It's a tough match, tough game. So, the throw in here in favor of BUSA to be taken by Kwase Piri. It is Yorks. The long range throw in comes through. The Benz clears the line to Soweto, but Grace is there to do a good job. That is now Eliza, the speedy winger. To Soweto, back to Paxina. Sends the ball up, headed away by Gelo, but it is back to Eliza. Still Elizabeth. Good pass from Eliza to Esther, to Tokozile actually. The delivery comes through. Maweta heads it out of danger. It is Eva. Salome. Good work by Super Salo. It is now Yokwase. Maweta. Still Maweta. Twist and turns by Maweta, but that was too much for Maweta. How are you? So. It connected. So this looks promising. Good pass from Soweto. Good blockade by Elina Nyerenda. This is now Eliza. Wow, good work by Eliza. Look at that pass, but wow, the end product wasn't so impressive from Elizabeth Mwale. But of course, she's so deadly in possession. In time she's in possession of the ball. The Benz with that clearance. So throwing it is in favor of BUSA. Otherwise, still 1-1 here. State of affairs. 15 minutes gone in the second half. 30 more to play. It is now or never for ZISD. Otherwise, BUSA want to just spoil the party here on D-Day for ZISD. So, Eliza, free kick against BUSA as Elizabeth Lubasha brought down Miriam Mwapi. So, free kick it is to the home team to be taken by the Benz Engines Tumbare. Short play to Paxi Nachirwa, still Paxi. Wow, that is now TCD, a product of Kafiwa SOT Queens, but a little bit of miscommunication there between Jacqueline and that goalkeeper, Jido, who was actually shouting for the ball. But Jacqueline maybe didn't pay attention. So, throwing it is in favor of BUSA. Still 1-1 here. Elina Nyerenda, former National Assembly player, now on the books of Green Buffaloes, but on loan at BUSA. That is Esther Simpamba. Soweto. To Eva. Still Evelyn. Good pass to Eliza. This looks so promising. Wow, good interception by Elina yet again. Good dummy by Elina Nyerenda. Finds Esther Banda. Only as far as Paxina. To Simpamba. Soweto. Wow. That is Elizabeth Mwale. A cross comes through. Wow, it was a great delivery from Elizabeth Mwale. Arguably one of the dangerous players for this ZISD side, you know. So goal kick to the Kuchalo girls here, talking about ZISD. We're up against the people's team in BUSA. Last game of the season, of course. Jacqueline. Monica is there to intercept. It is Lubasha Elizabeth, but good work by Paxina. That is Soweto. Switches play to... Ah, look at that play by Katongo. Wow, the end product yet again. So, the only undoing for this ZISD side is that in the final third, that's where they are having it a challenge. But the build-up play It's quite impressive from them. Mutisa with a switch to Super Salome. Up against Jackie, still Salome. Throwing it is to Busa. Hi Shekaina Mwanza. How are you today? Elizabeth Mwanza. Hi. The Mwanzas are doing well, eh? So throwing to Busa to be taken by Yokwase. Delivery comes through. That is Tamara. But yet again, wow. Maybe there is need for the coaches to employ a sense of agency from this ZISD side if they are to win this particular match, because so far they look relaxed, you know, like there is nothing they are playing for. Of course, a playoff spot is at stake. Throwing to Busa to be taken by Yokwase. Still Yokwase Piri. Long throw comes through. Maweta. Good work by Maweta. Still Maweta, but too much. Throwing to the home team. The Kuchalo girls. Team Kwapu. That is Jacqueline for ZISD with a throw-in right in their own area. Only as far as Salome. That is Elizabeth Lubasha. Twist and turns by Luba. That was a long-range effort from TC, but nothing much to trouble Chido Zengirai in goal. So goal kick it is. Quick play from Chido to Jacqueline, who plays the ball back to Miriam Moapi, who switches play. Good play by Mimi to Paxina. The ZISD who are building play from the back. That is Ellen Perry. There was a push from behind, but the referee not interested. That is Eva now. Oh, free kick. So free kick in favor of ZISD here, to be taken by Ellen Perry. So Ellen Perry with a free kick. Maybe she will use her weaker left foot, but let's wait and see if the delivery will be on point. 1-1 it is here, by the way. Ellen Perry. It's a good delivery, but Gelo has the ball for corner kick. So it's a corner kick in favor of ZISD. Still 1-1 here, state of affairs. 21 minutes played now. Helen, the delivery comes through. That is the Benz. Well, it was a great header from the Benz, of course, but too high, nothing much to trouble Margaret Peary, the goal minder for Busa. So Martha Katirabanda with a goal kick for Busa. Martha, the great goal kick. Lubasha, twist and turns by Eliza, finds Salome. Super Sal, offside. Definite offside. So offside against Busa. It was a good call by Lillian Shower, our first assistant, all the way from Chilanga. So that is Agnes Tumbare, the Benz, with a free kick in favor of ZISD, who are in search of a victory in this game. TC. The referee not interested. This looks promising. A penalty. Wow, there's a call for a penalty, but the referee saw the other way around. And ball against Elizabeth. Wow, everyone thought this was going to be a defining moment for ZISD, but Elizabeth Mwali penalized for handling the ball. So free kick to BUSA, but of course it was an opportunity for ZISD, to get into the lead. Esther with a free kick finds Super Salo, but the first touch wasn't so impressive by Salome. Helen Piri. It is Ivana. Chase for a boys on. Too much. Wow. So a late challenge here. It's a free kick to BUSA. Wow. So that is your Kwase Piri. So still 1-1 here. State of affairs. BUSA 1, ZISD 1. So goal kick to the Kuchalo girls. Monica. Still Monica. A good twist and turns by Monica Mtisa, but too much. Esther Simpamba with a good delivery. But the other Esther for BUSA is there to intercept Maweta. The intention was okay from Maweta, but unfortunately the end product not good enough. That is Eva. Twist and turns by Eva, winning herself a throw-in. Ellen to Eva. That is Eva though. Last 20 minutes now before we wrap up this game. 1-1 here between ZISD and BUSA. That is Toko. Toko Ziledaga plays the ball to Eliza. A delivery comes through, but Margaret easily collects. Quick play to Yokwase, the goal scorer for BUSA. Still York Spirit to Maweta. Twist and turns by Maweta. Monica. Good switch to Tisi, who finds Elena. Good play by BUSA. It is Tisi now. Plays the ball back to Elena. The delivery comes through. Back to Tisi. Paxina. Wow. So this should be worrying moments for ZISD, because they know what is at stake. Chido, the captain of the side, leading by example, of course, for this ZISD side. Jacqueline with a good pass to Ellen Piri. Still Ellen. The pass is also good. It is now Elizabeth. Oh, this should be a yellow card. So, BUSA, we are living dangerous on that particular occasion. I thought it was going to be a caution, but the referee being lenient, or maybe now because Gelo was uttering maybe some foul language. So Esther Banda has been flashed with a yellow card for intercession with the referee. So it's a free kick here in favor of ZISD, to be taken by Evelyn Suzanne Katongo. So the referee taking note of that caution to Esther Banda, the defender for BUSA. So will it be ZISD to play Buffaloes, or it will be Red Arrows? Destiny is in ZISD's hand. That is Evelyn with a free kick. Oh, that was a great delivery of a free kick from Evelyn. But of course, Margaret Peary saw that the ball took an awkward bounce and it was safe for her to parry the ball. Wow. So, corner kick here to be taken by Helen Peary. Good corner by Helen, headed away on the near post by Salome. But it is back to Helen. Handball. But the referee not interested. Wow. The issue of ball to hand, or hand to ball, or handball. Well, that's where the rule book comes in. Was the hand in a natural position? Oh, it was natural position. So, still game on here. ZISD 1, BUSA Queens 1. That is Edina to Esther. Good chase control by Yokwase Peary. The mistake there by Martha Katirabanda. It is Eliza. The mistake by Gelo. Good work there by Martha Katirabanda, making amends for earlier mistake. But Esther Banda there was almost punished by Elizabeth Mwale. So corner kick. Otherwise, ZISD are leaving no stone unturned here. They have the corner. Let's wait and see how this will pan out. Yet again, Ellen Peary. Delivery comes through. Handball, but the referee not interested yet again. Oh! Wow. Calls for handballs are not being given here. That is Grace. Still Grace Peary to TC. Still TC. Eliza. Good work by Chido. Wow. Otherwise, it's an intriguing encounter here. Esther Banda. Throwing it is to ZISD. Quickly taken. This will be a corner. Definitely a corner kick. So another corner here to ZISD. They have really been pushing here. But BUSA, very strong at the back. Another corner. Wow. So it is ZISD 1, BUSA 1. A corner to be taken by Helen Peary. A corner comes through, cleared away on the near post. Back to Helen. But throw in it is here to BUSA. Wow. So worrying moments for the Kuchalo technical bench. They can't afford to drop points, knowing very well what is at stake, considering the fact that Red Arrows, they already played all their 16 games. But it will all depend on what the Kuchalo team would do here. Tamara, free kick. Oh yes, says the referee. In the meantime, 2 players now on the ground. For the ZISD, we have Evelyn Katongo and Tamara Mtonga. So Esnat Nakanyika is the busier of the 2 physio in this particular match compared to her BUSA counterpart. So in the meantime, BUSA are trying to make a double change as Jacqueline Masenke, Balotelli and Mary Banda are about to come on. So play on hold for now because Evelyn is receiving treatment from the team physio, Esnat Nakanyika. Otherwise, it's an interesting game here with 13 minutes to play now between ZISD and BUSA. So those 2 players, wearing jersey number 10 is Jacqueline Masenki Balotelli Balos. Wearing jersey number 11 is of course Mary Banda. So let's wait and see who will be rested. I can see Monica Mutisa paving way, one of the two substitutes. So Monica Mutisa and Tisidile Lungu are the two players to be dropped. But well, maybe the free kick will be given a go ahead. So I can only see Monica though. Not so sure who else will be rested. So for now, only one change has been given a go ahead as Mary Banda has replaced Monica Mtisa. So in the meantime, it's a free kick to ZISD to be taken by Paxina Chilwa. Paxina with a free kick. ZISD 1, BUSA 1 is the state of affairs. Paxina with a free kick. Wow, it was a great effort, but off target. Last 11 minutes. ZISD 1, BUSA Queens 1. So maybe this time around, another change will be effected here, as Elizabeth Lubasha has been replaced by Jacqueline Masenke, formerly of Choma Warriors Team Chopicho, who are the champions of Choma District Women's League for the 2021-2022 season, winning it for the 10th consecutive year. You can imagine winning the league 10 years. Talking about Team Chopicho, Choma Warriors doing a very good job, in Southern Province under Choma District. So that's where the likes of Masenke comes from. Soweto. There was a call for a free kick. Referee not interested. Salome. High boot challenge, but it is on here. Salome with a good spitting ball. Masenke there, but good intervention by Chido, Precious Jingirai for ZISD. 10 minutes to play now. It is now or never for Team Kwapu, the Kuchalo girls. In the meantime, Salome. Good work by Miriam Mwape. It is Tamara. Let's challenge. If I'm not interested yet again, Maweta. She went down so easily, says the referee. Toko to Eliza. Salome plays it back to Martha. Eva. Eliza. Good clearance by Grace Peary. The amazing Grace. So throwing it is to the ZISD here to be taken by Jacqueline Chomba. Time not their best friend for now. They need to play their lungs out like they did when they played with Red Arrows. Helen switches play to Paxina. The Benz. Gelo. Only as far as Eva. It is still Evelyn. Finds Paxina. To Helen Peary. But she disposes. That is first contribution from Mary Banda, but it is back to Helen Peary. The delivery comes through. Good blockade by Mary yet again. That is Eva, the mesmerizing player in this ZISD side. The Copper Queens midfielder. Miriam. Oh. That is Tamara. To TK. Jacqueline. Throwing to ZISD. Wow. So one player yet again for ZISD will need some physio treatment here. Lucio, baby Lucio, thank you so much for watching. Etas, thank you very much as well, including one Bright Kunda representing our sensational ladies. Thank you very much, Mr. Christopher Nikes, Mr. Christopher Mwewa. We really appreciate that you have taken time to join this live broadcast here from the Independence Stadium in Lusaka. Hi Sally, thank you very much for watching as well. I appreciate you, including Tobin Heath, Penelope Lubelenga, representing our victorious United Queens. Really appreciate. So, Tokozile, TK, we need further treatment on the touchline. In the meantime, it is throwing to Team Kwapu, the Kuchalo girls. 7 minutes now to go. That is Tamara to Eva. Still Evelyn. Back to Tamara. We'll leave the ball to Paxina. We'll place it back to the Benz. Good switch from the Benz to Ellen Perry. ZISD have used all their ammunition, you know. But it is just not working out for them. That is Margaret. Under 17 goalkeeper, second choice goalkeeper. The Benz. Mary rather. That is Evelyn, the hard worker. To Jacqueline. Still Jackie. Good pass there. This looks promising. Toko with a cross, but it was too much for Helen Peary. The chase for the boys on. Oh yes, it is still 1-1 here. Martha P. Nguni, thank you very much FIFA for watching. And yes indeed, it is still 1-1 here. As we play the last 6 minutes, 5 and some seconds actually. Wow. Subilo is saying ZISD is your favorite going into this match. Wow. Otherwise, it is a very tough game. It is 1-1 here between ZISD and BUSA. Elina Nyarenda with a throw-in. Finds TC, who plays the ball back to Maweta. With the launch of the ball up. Masenke. Wow, that was Balos. Jacqueline Masenke. It is actually a flag down. So today I've seen a lot of flag downs, you know. This game. So that is Elina Nyerenda with a good spitting ball to TC. But the Benz driving ZISD to a goal kick here. Precious Chido Zengirai. As we play the last 4 minutes now. That is Precious. The delivery only as far as Maweta. Oh. It's a throw in here to Team Kwapu, ZISD. They have got so much to play for. Mistake there by Tamara. Precious will collect. Clearance is so good from Chido. The amazing grace is there in the middle of the park. That is Esther Simpamba. Eliza. Wow. Haha. The free kick has been awarded to BUSA. Time running out here for ZISD. BUSA, nothing much to play for apart from ensuring that they finish the league on a high note. ZISD are playing for a playoff spot in the semi-finals. But as things stand, if it ends like this, ZISD would drop to the 3rd position. Wow, that was a great ball by BUSA. Not so sure whether it was Eliza or Grace. Wow. Another free kick to BUSA. Wow. What a game we have had on our hands. Otherwise, destiny is still in ZISD's own hands. It is now or never for the Kuchalo team to make it to the playoffs. Otherwise, we still have a few minutes to play. Good work there by Margaret. Otherwise, seems like it is a dangerous play by Esther Banda on Elizabeth Mwali. So quick medical attention to attend to Elizabeth Mwali. Otherwise, ZISD are preparing to make their second change as Marcela Muata Sekiseki about to be introduced. And she will take up the place of Tokozile Daka, I think. So player wearing just number 10, Marcela Sekiseki, the under 17 SPD winger, about to be introduced. And she will replace Tokozile Daka. Otherwise, Coach Kalwakangwa KK in conversation with Maweta Glulich Lenga. So Elizabeth still receiving treatment on the touchline. Change not yet effected. So let's wait and see how many more minutes will be added on here, as we are counting down 2 seconds to 90 minutes. Goal kick to ZISD. It is Chido. So Red Arrows are watching this game keenly, knowing very well what is at stake. They are counting on BUSA to do what they are doing so that they go through to the playoffs. That is Mary. Good work and play by Mary. But that is now Masenki. It is Ballos, but out of play. Goal kick it is to ZISD. I'm still waiting to see if maybe they will be able to spot a signal of how many more minutes will be added on. Otherwise, Elizabeth Mwale has been replaced by Marcela Sekeseke. It is the first change actually after that infringement. So Elizabeth Mwale, I just hope that injury is not very bad, of course. Talking about the under 17 winger. So Marcela on for the injured Elizabeth Mwale. The first change, initially it was supposed to be Tokozile to be rested, but Elizabeth is not able to continue as a result of an injury. Wow. So, what a cracking game we have witnessed here. Otherwise, it has been an interesting match. So, throw in it is here. 90 minutes is already elapsed, as BUSA are preparing to make a change. This player here, wearing just number 9 for BUSA, about to come on. Talking about Lillian. So Lillian will replace TC Lile Lungu. So TC has been replaced by this player here. Talking about Lillian, a striker for BUSA Queens. Oh, first contribution from Lillian results into a free kick against her. Wow. Anytime from now, the final whistle will be blown. Marcela to TK. Paxina to Marcela. Trying a good one too. But Grace is there for BUSA. Lillian with a pass to Mary, but the first touch was heavy from Mary. That is Maweta. Good pass to Super Salome. Good work there by Miriam Mwape. Wow. So throwing it is. We're in the closing stages of this particular match, of course. Wow. Christopher Knight, no Mzungu kuli wa BUSA. Yes, they have a Mzungu from, I don't know, if I'm not mistaken, it should be Sweden. if not Sweden, then Norway, between the two countries. Well, that whistle marks the end of the game here, as ZISD have failed to make it to the playoffs. Instead, it will be Red Arrows who will face Green Buffaloes in the semi-finals of this particular season. Otherwise, ZISD had destiny in their own hands, but BUSA have spoiled their party here on D-Day to ensure that Red Arrows will go through at the expense of ZISD, who will still maintain their third position. Red Arrows are second on the table, 5 points behind Yasa. But well, after all has been done and dusted here, spoils have been shared. In the reverse fixture, it ended 3-3. And today, yet again, spoils have been shared between ZISD and BUSA. Otherwise, ZISD have failed to make it to the playoffs. So it will be Red Arrows versus Green Buffaloes in the semi-final of the National League playoffs on Wednesday. Otherwise, it has been an interesting game here. Worrying moments for Coach Zilole, Coach Mike Mufishi, whereas BUSA were playing for pride to end on a higher note. They needed this. Otherwise, ZISD also have got some pending issues. They await disciplinary ruling on some issues. So plenty of disciplinary, cases that awaits ruling in this particular league. So if ZISD also win their ruling, they will definitely hear more. But if they win their case, then they will surpass Red Arrows. But as things stand, it will be Red Arrows and Green Buffaloes in the semi-finals. Okay. So, this has been Moses Pedro Mwanza, the community football reporter, signing off from the Independence Stadium here. We can confirm to you ZISD have failed to make it to the playoffs after battling to a 1-0 draw against BUSA Queens. So it will be Green Buffaloes versus Red Arrows in one of the two semi-final playoffs, whereas BUSA have finished the league on a higher note.
Goodbye, people.
Thank you so much.
See you next time. Love you. Thanks for watching.
See you next time. Paka paka.
Now it's me. Say.
Faustina.